What do you think of heritage and the northernness of it as a context for contemporary art? Because we're unashamedly contemporary.
What is unashamedly contemporary?
We love painting. We like it when it's progressive. Anything that smells of 2013 smells good to me.
I'm not sure about this. I'm inclined to think that there is a very large number of people who would put their hands in their pockets for their checkbooks if only there were pictures that they wanted to buy. And the painters are, at the moment, painting all sorts of things that people don't want to buy. They're influenced by what the Arts Council supports. They're influenced by what Saatchi supports, and Tate, and so on. But that sector of the art history, because it is part of art history, that sector of art history is of precious little interest to 99% of the English population. I can't really make a sensible comment without seeing what it is that you sell, because your idea of what is 2013 might be rather different from what the Arts Council's idea is. So it might be much more traditional. I don't know. I'm only making a very general point that an enormous amount of art that gets shown is not going to get any further than being shown, because nobody actually wants it. Whereas there is a great well of painting by traditional artists, boring old landscapes, boring old people doing things, the traditional ancestral subjects of art, which people still want to buy.
Mm-hmm. What I've found, especially when it comes to the Turner Prize nominations, whenever there's a painter involved in the nominees, most of the public want the painter to win, and there's always a kind of disappointment when it's the installation or the performance that wins.
Well, in a way, you're confirming what I said, because I think it is true. People know what to do with a painting. You can take it home and hang it somewhere.
Paintings it's liquid and it's tactile. It's good to be around.
And it's how a painter looks at things. The most extreme kind of looking by a painter is surrealist, hyper-realism and so on. These things that take perfectly ordinary objects or people and heighten them in some peculiar way, which is entirely personal to the painter. But it has a sort of shock element that excites the viewer. And if you have, as well as that, the quality, somebody who is really working with paint. The trouble with Jack Graciano, for example, is that he doesn't really do anything with the paint other than fill in between the lines. In a sense, that's true of Hockney too.
Yeah.
Whereas you get an abstract painter like Sean Scully, who just paints blocks of tone, even rather more than colour, and you can see that there is another block beneath. The top block has a transparency to it. You can see that there are two layers of brush strokes, that there is something going on there that he is looking for, which is inherently part of painting, but it's entirely abstract. It's a lesson in how to look at an abstract picture, because you're drawn in by the brushwork and the impasto paint and the tone and the changes in tone, the transparency of the tone, and so on. And all those things are there. That's really exciting.
And it doesn't take much, does it, to look a little closer, and then you soon start seeing these revelations.
It doesn't take much, but sometimes you need to be shown how to open your eyes. I taught for 10 years in Brixton Prison. And there you're dealing with people who know absolutely nothing about art or how pictures get onto the canvas. So you're right back with the blank, and you start from that blank. And how quickly you can make people understand. it's all very well talking to them about dates and places and inheritances and influences and so on. But if you can just get them to look so they can see what is there, then they can fill in the other stuff or look it up in a book.
Yeah, it's what it's all about, painting the new rock and roll, the new black.